record it and upload it. And last session we had started out with kind of like just like the end of combat. It was very chaotic. Rosalia had been bleeding out, but was like slowly healing because she was close to the healing crystal. Brunk did like run over and like heal Rosalia and like pull her out of Nerissa's tank. It was a little bit of a traumatic start, or I guess like result of the combat as everybody was trying to get their bearings, and of course like Torgrin wasn't awake. And in this chaos, while everybody was kind of like off doing their own thing, Jesus was left to his own devices with the Shadow Crown that had dropped from the Shadowfin King. Unfortunately failing to resist the urge to place it on his head. Brunk and Nerissa did try to stop him, but unfortunately just were not able to get to him in time before he had put the crown on his head. This did result in him growing like shadowy wings, his skin becoming like a dreary pale gray, and appearing to be cursed in a way that the crown just won't come off. Hold on, we have a new picture for Jesus. Show portrait, there we go. So yeah, little unsettling. As everyone attempted to rest after a hard battle back on shore, Nerissa had a private conversation on the beach with Lothraxis, who had advised that his allies were betrayed, and they weren't like these legendary knights of yore, but were like powerful, famous warriors of this particular realm that were gearing up and getting ready to intercept the people of Dominion. In a secret place, like a secret meeting place in the Underdeep, which is kind of like the underwater equivalent of hell. He also advised that Anthos was some form of aquatic demon that had captured him and locked him away in the crystal inside the caverns. He identified Lyric as Zelia, and also referred to their speech as moon song, like that kind of the music that she's kind of communicating with is an actual form of a language for her people. He called the barrier a prison instead of something to protect, and that it's like deliberately keeping people in. And asked her for the party's help with freeing his friends. He also confirmed that Toman the Wizard was there in their secret meeting spot when they were attacked. And we know that from what the familiars had told you that he was inside the barrier. The party had breakfast and started planning their next steps forward. Nerissa comforted and apologized to Rosalia, and tried to use, together both of them tried to use some form of radiance to remove the crown from Jesus' head, only to hurt him in the attempt. Like, it was like searing pain in his brain. The slime that was left behind by the Slimefin King bonded to Rosalia and kind of like bonded to her as a familiar, very similar to your slimes, naming him Pest. They decided to go back, so you decided to go back to the lighthouse and question the familiars, only to find the interior destroyed and the familiars missing. Whatever was providing magical light to the lighthouse had been taken, and the team, looking for clues, discovered a mysterious common area space, like a few floors up, that had musical instruments and a ceiling covered in stars and constellations that appeared to react to sound. you weren't able to solve anything in there or open up any additional rooms, so you did leave and head towards the Cavern of Anthos to see if you could find him there to try and, I guess, beat him and question him. Only to find him missing. The denizens very not apprehensive towards you, like nobody tried to attack you, but like they didn't regard you with the same friendly regard as your first visits. You also noticed that the hole, the one that they warned you about, had big scraping, like marks of scrapings along the wall, going down deeper into the hole. You lastly had named the ship finally, the SSC Serpent, or the Slippery Silvery Sea Serpent, and made plans to head to Shia'spora to get more mushrooms and to warn them about Anthos. And that's where we left off. The ship is close enough that you could easily just take the ship over from where you are now to Shia'spora. Barnabas will when you depart and embark, will stay on the ship with everybody. He goes below decks to start getting Rosalia and Torgrin situated, and tells you guys to be careful. It's like, be careful out there. We don't know who we can trust, and if Lothraxis has made us aware of anything, it's that not everything here is what it seems. And he lets you get off.
So you said we're at Shia'spora now?
You are at Shia'spora now.
All right. Does it look any different than the last time we were here? Like, are there any signs that Anthos came here after Toman's Lighthouse?
Well, where you get off, like where the ship would let you off, it's in that kind of in this center area here. So to your east, to the east, you see this huge hulking just in single mushroom structure, which is the Divine Dungeon, and then to the west is the mushroom forested area of Shia'spora. From what you can tell, there's no signs of conflict so far, but it's hard to tell from where you are standing right now. You're just kind of on a little beach with your option to go whichever way.
Okay.
So what's up? Sorry, you guys are real quiet tonight. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, guys, should we go see if our frog friends are still okay?
We were coming back up here to go see people in Shia'spora at the end of the last session.
I think that
we've already been to the lighthouse and explored there. To varying degrees of success.
We were gonna, I think, warn the people of Shia'spora that Anthos might be
and you wanted some more mushrooms.
Yeah, I think might be handy to have the mushrooms.
More shrooms. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna go see if we can get lost in the mushroom jungle again. Yeah.
Well, now
that's what happened the first time, right? We got lost.
Well, wouldn't we know our way this time?
I was just about to ask, do you depend on the way, or do you try to find like one of the tricksy frogs or some other frog in the forest to help you out? Like, what is your, how are you
Yeah,
tackling
probably.
this?
I mean, yeah, I'd suppose so. We want people to, it would be easier that way. Yeah.
Hmm. That's what I think. We've already connected with these people
Do you
and
speak
made
frog?
friends here.
Do they speak common?
I think they
I can't
did.
remember.
They did speak common to you.
Yeah, I think they did. I remember being able to communicate with them.
Okay.
Yeah, they dropped the facade and like spoke like I think perfect common to you guys after they initially had tricked you.
Yeah, they were a bunch of silly gooses. I liked them.
So your option is to try and like see if you can suss out one of those like the tricksy frog mushroom people.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, and how are you going to try and track them down?
I'm gonna be really loud, make a lot of noise,
Okay.
holler at them,
I think they'll find
try
us,
to get their
honestly.
attention. Yeah, seems like the right way to go about it.
So you're making noise.
Yeah,
I could cast Thunderclap with.
it would be like
magic.
I used to know this guy, and he used to like do this thing where he'd go caw caw, stuff like that. We could try,
Yeah, just
but we could do like frog calls.
ribbit.
Bud, bud, bud.
But
Yeah.
wiser.
I like that plan.
Bud. Wise. Bud. We got to decide which one of us is which, though. It's just a thought.
I'm on board with this.
Okay. What I want from the three of you is a group performance check.
I am very dumb. How did that end up being a... Oh, I was looking at the wrong dice. Never mind. Very dumb.
You rolled an investigation.
Isn't that what I was supposed to roll?
No, I asked you to roll a
Performance.
performance.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the list and I was like... I saw Jesus had rolled a performance check and or an investigation check. I was like... Ugh, I was following suit. See? Dumb.
Still, I mean, like...
Still not a good roll. Even with my massive charisma.
I think Nerissa's 17 helps you here as you try to harmonize some, like, frog calls. What did I name those motherfuckers? I remember there was a Craig in there.
I thought there was like more than one Craig. Was there more than one Craig?
Yeah, there was Craig and then there was Silent Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say, and that one pops out. They look very similar, but like they each had like some like distinguishing features. And Silent Craig had like he wore like a scarf that like covers his mouth. Kind of like like a edgy ninja or whatever. He pops out from nowhere and he's like, "What's up?"
Oh, hey, friends.
Oh, it's just me.
Oh, hey, friend.
Hey, Nerissa?
Yeah. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Has everything
it's chill.
everything's been chill since we last were here?
That's chill.
Okay. Well, that's good. Have Have you had any other visitors since we were here last?
No.
That's also probably good then, I guess.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
well, I'm glad it's chill.
Wait. There was a mouthy duck.
Oh. What did he say?
Where there's a duck?
There was, yeah, a really mouthy duck.
Does he have a hat?
He did have a hat.
That's one of the guys we're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Was it just the duck?
Did you eat the
yeah.
duck?
No, he tried to attack the leader.
Fireball?
It was some kind of spell, but yeah, he tried to attack Master X83. And so he was captured and brought to be sacrificed to Divine Dungeon Mosfin.
Whoa. We need his help. Where is he dead?
Maybe.
He's in the dungeon?
Yeah.
Did he say anything about like why he was trying to attack you guys?
He was kind of weirded out. He said he'd been attacked. He didn't really let anybody else get a word in, and we couldn't really be much help, and kind of got a little angry and violent, and yeah, he just started throwing spells, and that's not cool, man. You know, we're trying to be pretty peaceful, so.
Yeah, that's gonna harsh your mellow.
But yeah, so he was condemned to Mosfin to be fed to the big monster there, you know, the one that unites us all, the spore beast.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago?
I'd say it's probably about like maybe like, I don't know, you guys have like a different time cycle, but
How many moons ago?
oh, like a one sun glare ago.
Oh, so like yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. And when was the sacrifice set up for? Do you know?
I don't know. That depends on you know, like you get to the end and like the spore beast you kind of like talks to you and decides what to do with you. And I mean, if you kept that attitude up and made it that far, then who knows? But he might not have even gotten that far. It's kind of dangerous in there.
Sounds like we're going to the Divine Dungeon.
Yeah,
I wouldn't just go.
we should probably prepare for that.
No, they won't
We do.
They won't let you in.
How do
No?
we get in?
You can't.
Why not?
Well, how did he get in then?
Well, he's a prisoner.
And how
So
does
only
one become a
prisoners can get
prisoner?
in?
He started trouble. Like, that's a holy place. It's our holy place. You gotta be.
So if I started smacking you around right now, would that make me a prisoner?
Gets real quiet and like eyes you. I don't know if I like your tone, man.
We're trying to go save the duck. If you're telling me the only way to get into the prison is by being a prisoner, then I'm trying to figure out how to become a prisoner.
He vanishes.
Huh. So we got to figure out how to at least talk to the duck. Should we? Are we gonna go cause some trouble then, or how do you guys want to do this?
I guess I could start walking through their little spore forests here and start trying to chop shit up and chop shit down and see if that doesn't trigger somebody to get us into the dungeon.
I thought we were having downtime today. That's okay.
I thought we were having downtime too. I forgot we'd gone to Shia'spora. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for downtime, but this
Me
sounds like
too.
this is going to become more like we're going to be a little bit more active today.
Brunk was
Okay,
itching
then.
for a fight.
Oh, I'm just trying to get to save the duck because I feel like we need the ducks. We need to know what happened to the duck. And the only way to know what happened to the duck is to go talk to him. The only way to talk to him is to get in the dungeon. The only way to get in the dungeon.
I'm a prisoner.
Yeah.
Well, can we go check out the dungeon and see what's up? Maybe we can just go and pretend to be prisoners.
But like, what if there's like a key or something that somebody's got to unlock a gate or something and let us in?
I can lockpick. Maybe we can sneak in instead of letting them know that we're trying to get into the dungeon.
And I have spell of invisibility that could help us get in.
Yeah, I didn't want to cause a big trouble or ruckus here. I mostly just thought we should warn them about Anthos, maybe gather some supplies. But now that we know that Ned's here. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we know that Ned's here. I don't know, we didn't really like Ned that much, did we? He was kind of a jerk.
I mean, yeah, but if he's the only source of information we've got, I mean, maybe Ned would come want to hang out with us on the boat, go places with us. I don't know. But give us an idea of finding out what happened to Toman at least. At least, you know.
Yeah. Do we know that Ned's on our side even?
We can do the magic, that thing where you raise your hand and everybody decides what to do. We could do that. There's 3 of us. We could decide.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, that would not be a
3.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Brunk.
You and me
I'll
and
give him like a little pat.
the creepy dude over there with the crown on his head. We can decide what we're going to do.
All right.
So who wants to try to go in the
ruckus?
dungeon? I want to go try to save the duck. I want a new duck.
I wanna get some information from the duck. But I
Okay.
don't know if we should do it loudly. I think we should try to sneak in.
Oh, we can try. Just go straight to the dungeon and try to knock on the door. Say hello.
Well, we didn't go over there last
Shia'spora
time
pizza.
we were here, did we?
No.
So we should go at least check out what it's like. Maybe there are some guards there that, worst case scenario, if we need to cause a ruckus to get in, maybe there are guards there that we can cause a ruckus with.
I know a magic phrase. Open sesame.
Oh,
Maybe
that's a
that'll
good
open-
one.
Maybe that'll
We could
open
try
the
it.
door. We could try it. Couldn't hurt.
All right.
So you leave like the entrance of the mushroom forest to head towards Mossfin?
Sounds like we're going to try not to cause trouble in Shia'spora and see if we can just get into the dungeon on our own. Yes?
Mhm. I'm on board with that.
Okay. So I guess we're
Let's do
marching.
that.
Okay then. Which direction is it?
So you leave and like head like to the eastern side of the island. It's a bit of walking, but like it's a structure you can't miss. It's like this like fucking like huge, massive looks like a singular fungus. There doesn't appear to be entrances. Like, you're not quite sure. There's no definable doorway. It's just like this giant mushroom. And like on the outer edge of the bottom of the mushroom, you can see that there are small little camps of. It looks like there's a couple like of those like druid folk that you had seen in the in the core Shia'spora, as well as some of those bigger brutish like berserker ones with these like huge like they look like hooks.
Was it anyone that we've already met, or are they just other people?
That you're not quite sure. They may have like little defining marks, but you haven't really like gotten up to observe close enough. Didn't really stay long enough, right?
Okay.
It's like a bunch of these like little like you see them with like these little glowing rods or glowing spears. And they have like these different like mushroom patterns all over them, the druids. And it looked like they're conducting some kind of ritual at the base of the mushroom, and then like beside them, like in front of them, like guarding, kind of looking around, are two or three of these like berserker ones, like these sharks with these like huge, massive like they're it looks like armor made of mushroom, and like brandishing these huge like jagged hooks.
All right. Can we try to sneak up and see if we can get a better read on what they're doing before just approaching and being like, "Hey guys."
Sure. Like you're kind of like rolling up. Go ahead and give me a stealth.
Everybody?
Whoever is crawling up to try and get a clearer visual.
Oh no.
Brunk, did you roll too?
I have not.
Okay.
I am now. I am sneaky.
This is the sneakiest of the three of you. Nerissa, I mean, it's hard for you to be sneaker. You're in a giant fucking tank.
But I'm a rogue.
You kind of like slosh up. Jesus and Brunk, you're a little bit like more sneaky, and you manage to like stay hidden amongst like these little like kind of like mounds of mushroom. But you just kind of like roll up and are looking over, and you see that one of the sharks makes eye contact with you. Says, "Ah,
Oh, there.
Hi.
kind of starts like lumbering towards and says, "This is a holy place, and off limits to outsiders. I ask
We
that
come for the duck.
What duck?
The duck with the hat. He was brought here to be a prisoner. Or a stew.
Then you
We've
have...
got some important questions for him.
If there is a duck inside that has been held prisoner, then it is likely dead. Either
He is
way...
a very strong duck. He has great magic.
You are not permitted to enter Mosfin. Turn around and go back from whence you came.
Did you see the duck?
Starts to kind of like lift his hook in his hand.
I'm gonna like roll back a little bit.
The others, like behind him, are starting to take notice now as well.
What do you guys... Is it ruckus time? I like kind of whisper over my shoulder to like Brunk and Jesus. Do we need to break in here, or are we backing off?
I will walk right up to the shark dude and stare at him. What would it take for us to get sent into the dungeon?
Looks down and says, "Permission from the Great Leader, or
Who's that?
punishment
Take-
of death."
Take me to the Great Leader.
He points back to Shia'spora and he says, "You came from that way. You can find your way back."
They told us we had to be prisoners to get in.
"I don't plan on imprisoning you. I'll just kill you here. I have one job, and that is to ensure that outsiders do not get in to Mosfin."
What's the point of having a dungeon if nobody ever goes in?
"It is a holy place for us."
I'm not looking to desecrate the thing.
Then
I'm just looking to save the duck.
Yeah, we would be
Because we
very
need his
respectful.
help.
your presence is not welcome in Mosfin. You may take your leave. This will be my last warning. And he bares his teeth at you.
What are we doing?
I really don't want to get into a fight right now, you guys. We're trying to be peaceful. We just need to talk to the duck. Should we see if we can get this permission from the leader?
I'm down for seeing if we could get permission from the leader. I don't feel like fighting. At least not unless we have to.
Okay. I guess there's always we can always come back and slap him later.
Slap him with an "I told you so" after we get permission from the leader.
Or whatever, yeah.
Or slap him with our hands. That's fine too.
That's how I usually do it.
You're very good at it, Brunk.
You back off. He moves back to his post with the two druids and the rest of the berserkers as they start to talk amongst each other. You see that they start to kind of form a defensive position around the druids as you start to take your leave. Do you go right back to Shia'spora, or do you stop in at the ship to check in?
What's closer?
The ship. Because it's parked right in the middle
Oh, yeah.
of the island.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
How
say let's check in the ship first.
I mean, how much time have we spent just walking back and forth between the two places?
Probably been a few
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Do we want to go back to the ship and have our downtime? Do we want to keep spending time walking around the island?
Well, your downtime will come once you guys leave this place and start heading back home, because it's a few days journey.
Okay.
Basically, these sessions right now, the next session or two are going to be wrapping up whatever you want to do here, and then we'll do downtime whenever you guys decide to leave.
Okay.
Unless you want to include research and stuff here as part of your downtime. If you're wanting to take days here to kind of do investigation and research and stuff like that.
I don't feel like we'll be welcome here for days. Based on them not wanting us near Mosfin. We did want to warn them about Anthos.
I don't care
Before,
about warning them about Anthos now.
now that they know that the duck was attacked and didn't.
Now that they're not being friendly or cooperative, let them deal with Anthos. If he comes.
Okay. Well, I'm down with leaving the island and starting our downtime and heading back to.
So we're just gonna leave the duck.
You really want to break into this dungeon, eh?
I guess it feels like, I'm a hero. I'm supposed to rescue people, save people, or something like that.
That's fair, Brunk. I got your back. We could.
I mean, we could go try to talk to the leader dude again and see.
Can we
I'm
like?
down with.
Oh, what were we gonna say, Jesus?
I was just gonna say I'm down with checking with the leader, dude. When I said check back with the ship, I meant just because it had been a few hours, just make sure nothing had happened there before we go on to talk to the lead.
Okay. Alternatively, we could try sneaking around the exterior of this dungeon to see if there's like any other way we can see to get in or anything that's not guarded. We could like just try poking at it or something.
I'm open for whatever ideas whatever you think we should try to do.
Can we try like what does it look like as we're leaving? Like does it look like there might be like any other alternative that we can sneak around to try and get into this dungeon?
At the base of the mushroom, from what you can tell, it is like every side is covered with like a couple of these like little squads of like of these druids and their like berserker guardians. Um, you're not sure. Like it seems like all the druids are performing some kind of ritual. Or doing something like praying or something, but it seems like they're doing something at the mushroom. You don't see any kind of opening that doesn't have a couple of these guys like posted and like doing something.
I wonder if this ritual thing that we're seeing has anything to do with them sacrificing Ned. Can we stop the ritual to stop the sacrifice? Jesus, you said you had invisibility. Are you able to maybe do that and get a bit closer to them and see like what this ritual is about?
Yeah, I could do that. The spell only lasts for a minute though, so I have to be super quick in and out.
Okay. I'm curious about this ritual. What else does it look like as we're like nearby? Like does like where the people are doing the rituals, does it look like there's some sort of like quasi entrance, like even like just like a little.
Nothing. Just looks like solid ground. And they're right at the
Okay.
base, of the mushroom, like the stem. So like you'd think there maybe should be an entrance. Like there's no definable way to tell that there is one.
Okay. If we just start a fight with these guys here, they're not going to do anything that will open any sort of secret entrance to let us in willingly.
In Shia'spora?
No, at Mossfin.
I
Like
thought
if
we went back
we're...
to the ship.
Oh, did we go back to
We're-
the ship? I thought we were still discussing what we were gonna do.
Oh, I thought we were going back to the ship. All right.
Okay, let's go back to the ship then.
I thought we were going back to Shia'spora, but we were going to stop at the ship first. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, let's do that.
Maybe I'm behind. Ugh.
That was your plan, but you guys haven't enacted that yet. You guys were just talking.
All right, so let's start heading back to the ship then.
Okay. You head back to the ship, and the slimes are playing on the top deck. But Barnabas doesn't appear to be there. Actually, yeah, no, Barnabas would be there. And so would... Lyric would have been with Brunk. It's just him and Mirabelle. You don't see Rosalia up here. Oh, and Lithraxis. Lithraxis would be upstairs as well. Probably just hanging out on his lonesome on the back of the boat, still just kind of like staring out at the distance and his deep in his thoughts. Barnabas will look and say, what did you find?
Well, Ned the Duck, who used to be at that lighthouse, has apparently been captured and sacrificed to Mossfin the dungeon. And we need to find a way in there to be able to rescue him and ask him some questions.
Interesting.
I throw my shield on the deck and start doing angry push-ups. Like push-ups with claps in the middle, and like pushing myself up off the deck and clapping, and then pushing my, like I start doing angry push-ups.
Oh, he's real agitated.
Yeah. I think
They're
he
not
just wants
big
to get in
for
there and
punch as I pushing him.
Okay, so what's the plan then?
we need to find a way into that dungeon. The guys that were guarding it said they just would kill us instead of turning us into prisoners. The only way to get in was to speak to the leader of Shia'spora and either get permission or become prisoners. So,
Oh, lovely.
yeah.
Rosalia's down with with Torgrin. Maybe fill him in.
Maybe they can help us.
Aye, yes.
I mean, they were there the first time.
Mm-hmm. Has Torgrin woken up yet?
Unfortunately not.
Mm. Okay.
Done like
I'm gonna start
30
going
push-ups,
below
and I'm
deck.
starting to wear myself out.
Yeah. Who goes down to the ship crew level?
I do.
I flop on the deck, face first.
I'll
And,
go
lay
down
there.
too.
You'll go down as well. So Brunk is the only one who isn't there right now. Okay.
He's angry.
You get downstairs. You climb down, and as soon as you get down there, the first thing you see is a tent set up against the wall, in the middle of the fucking ship, with this strange, beautiful red-haired woman, with a green hood, and kind of green adornments, holding a crystal skull.
Hey.
I'm not hallucinating. There is a tent there, right?
Yeah, Jesus. There's definitely a new person and their encampment, it looks like, on our ship. She looks cool. I'm gonna roll right up to her and be like, "Hi, I'm
Oh.
Nerissa. Who are you?"
Hello. Oh, You can call me Jenny. And she smiles, and all of her teeth look like they are made of wood instead of like bone. And it looks like they have like little adornments of gold like inlaid into them. Like it's just like kind of like it almost looks like this like kind of like wave like within the teeth like of just like little like lines of gold.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, Jenny. Um, who are you?
My name's Jenny.
I guess I should have asked a different question. Why are you on our ship? Not that I'm upset about it. You seem really nice and cool. I like your outfit. Um, but I just wasn't expecting to find you here.
She smelled money. And now like Rosalia, who like you see like she like is rubbing her eyes and comes out, like looks like she was just waking up from a nap, like looks over and is also like shocked at this person who is just here.
How did you get here?
Who walked in?
Did Barnabas say anything?
Never met him.
Interesting.
She points at the wall behind the tent. She says, "Came through that way."
Interesting. So, can you tell me a bit more about yourself?
Oh yes, I go places. I collect things. I sell things.
Oh, neat. What kind of stuff do you sell?
All kinds of things.
I'm gonna like just kind of peer around and see what kind
You
of stuff
see
I see at her.
nothing. You see no equipment in front of her. It's like right from your purview. There is an empty tent, or like not even a tent. It's like a just an overhang. But the space behind the overhang, like where it meets the floor, is pitch black in a way that it shouldn't be. I got lots of things. Been all over the place. Met some strange people in my travels. Although nothing as strange as him, she nods at Jesus. Still,
Yeah, he's
anyone's coin is good. I smell coin. There's coin here. Lots of it.
well. What sort of wares are you selling, Jenny?
She bids you closer and says, "Why don't you come on in and take a look?"
Does she seem like? Can I get like a read on her to see if she's trustworthy? And
Give me an insight check.
okay.
She seems like a person. She's very mysterious. She's very cryptic. She's holding a crystal skull.
I'm gonna wheel like not very much closer, just like literally like that much closer. Uh,
She steps to
that's a
the.
really cool.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's a really cool skull you have.
Thanks. It's my husband.
What happened to him?
I did.
What did you do? You're very interesting, Jenny.
She's like, maybe that's a tale that you'll learn after feeding some coin to me. She steps to the side and like gestures into the darkness of the tent. She's like, please, peruse my wares.
You know what? I'm enchanted by the pretty lady. I'm gonna just be like, All right. And I want to see what's in this tent.
You roll into the darkness and feel kind of like the shift of like you're going from one plane to another, and like the temperature completely changes, the smells, the visuals, all of your senses are like just overwhelmed in this moment as you move on through and pierce the veil, and there's this sense of darkness for just a moment before light comes again, and inside is this brilliant, beautiful, ornate shop. Everything is lined, like there's cases of things lined in like gold. You see that there's like different like heads of like different like beasts like dragons and things like that that align some of the tops of the walls. You see that there are just like huge racks with like several different kinds of potions. There are weapons everywhere, all kinds of different equipment. You see like armor, cloaks, belts, like little glass vials that look like rings. She has like just a section that's just like she's got like pearls and diamond dust and rubies and things that are used for spellcraft. And you see just like every weapon you can think of. You see weird things like it looks like a katana, but the whole blade looks like it's made of water. There's like spears and hammers and swords, and like it looks like a full on like you've been in shops in Mercana before, and because they're like guild based, like all the items are like kind of spread out for when you have to go shopping in Mercana. Here it is just like not everything you can think of, but like just like so many things that like it's surprising that there's so many things available. If you roll right up to her and double click on her, you can go to her shop.
Oh, cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Is she still outside, like outside the tent, so Jesus can interact with her?
She has stepped into the tent with you at this point. Or not stepped, like you didn't see her step behind you, but she's behind the counter, like, please peruse. Spend your gold here.
Oh, wow. You've got a lot of really cool stuff. I'm definitely interested in this Riptide Katana. I'm gonna like roll up to him and just be like, whoa, can I like poke the water and just what does it do if I poke the water?
You poke the water and it feels sharp. Jesus, you watch as Nerissa like walks into the darkness and disappears, and Jenny just like kind of vanishes. Do you walk in behind her?
Yeah, I go in behind them.
As you pierce that kind of veil, like that slips between the two spaces, you start to hear in that moment of darkness just like whispers, like hundreds of them in your ears at once.
Oh shit.
Brunk, on the top level, Rosalia is the one like watches them like just fucking brazenly walk into the shadows and crawls up and is like, hey, your friends just walked into a mysterious, creepy tent, and I'm not going in there.
We don't have any mysterious, creepy tents.
she's like, we've got a mysterious, creepy tent now. And even Barnabas is like, I'm sorry, what?
Where is this mysterious? Where's the thing?
Downstairs.
I look at Barnabas.
So, oh.
Did you put in a tent?
No, I did not.
Why would you put a tent inside a boat?
I did not do that. I put nothing nowhere. I brought them downstairs. I don't know, Rosalia, did you build some kind of structure? She's like, it's not mine. It's somebody else's. And she had...
Barnabas, is there somebody else on the ship?
No. Not that I know of.
Rosalia, what does this person look like?
She's hot.
Okay, like she's on fire?
No, like she's insanely attractive.
Oh.
And she had wooden teeth, but like lined with gold.
Sounds like she should have taken better care of her chompers. Anything else unusual that we should know about?
Well, the tent appears to go into a nothing space because, Jesus and Nerissa just kind of disappeared into the wall. Inside the tent. They're gone.
Like a magic door?
Maybe? I'm not going in there. I've seen those moving pictures before, and I don't want any of that smoke.
Barnabas?
Barnabas looks and he's like, well, I don't know what that is, lad.
Should we go look and check it out?
He'll climb down with you, but he'll also like stay outside with Rosalia and be like, in case I have to find a way to pull you out, better not to get caught inside, but...
Okay.
You've got this, lad, and he claps you on the back.
I will come over to the little... Is that a fire sitting in front of this tent?
It's a little brazier. It's not a fire. It looks like almost like a fiery orb. It seems to be self-contained, and it is giving off heat.
Do I see where they went?
Peering into the into the tent, it looks like how it is. It's like a lean-to, so it like leans on an angle down, but when you look, there's just this impossible amount of shadow in the back of the tent.
I will step forward and kind of reach a hand out towards into the shadow.
You reach into the shadow and thinking that you should hit wall, you don't hit anything. It's just open space.
I wave my hand around and feel around. Do I touch anything?
Nope. It's just open space.
I'll stick my head in. Hello?
You go and stick your head in, and as you start to move, your body starts to shift through the space. And again, you feel that, moment of shadow. And you guys watch as, Brunk's, front half just comes through, a nothing portal at the end, where a doorway would be. You're muted.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Brunk. Check out this cool shop we found.
Jenny just looks over. She's like, oh, that's a nice hunk of man meat there. Hello?
Hi. What is this doing here?
Oh, I smelled gold.
And I guess I'll step all the way in. You smelled gold?
Yes, I smelled a lot of gold. And so I stepped through the doorway, and here we are. So, welcome. My name's Jenny Greenteeth.
I touch my face because my skin is golden colored. Did you smell me?
I don't know. I smelled a lot of gold. And where there's a lot of gold, there's Jenny Greenteeth.
Jenny Green Tea?
Green teeth. And
Green
she
teeth?
smiles, and again, it's like this full like smile, like where like it's not it's not bone,
Are her
but
t-
like wood, like it's wood,
are,
like visibly wood with like these like linings of like gold among them.
but not green. Her teeth are not actually green. Am I misunderstanding what she's saying?
Well, her name is Jenny Greenteeth, but they're wood.
Okay. Do you guys always go into places with strangers that invite you? Do I need to worry about the two of you? Well, I'm already worried about the crown.
I look at Brunk and then I look at Jenny and I'm just like, I whisper at Brunk, only when the strangers are really pretty.
Seems like both of the ladies on board are really smitten with Jenny Green Teeth.
He's really pretty.
You aren't the first person I've heard say that.
She's like, oh, flattering. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not the one who said it. I mean, you are pretty. But it was Rosalia that said you were insanely hot, and I asked if that meant you were on fire. And she said, no, you were really attractive.
He
I
wasn't wrong.
I appreciate that. Please step in. Please look at my wares. Spend your gold here. Welcome to Jenny's. She does like a sha, and like there's like little sparks come from her hands.
I don't usually look at people's wares in front of other people.
Uh, uh, um, well, you're very polite, but please look as much as you like.
Uh, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Oh, are you talking about the stuff on the wall? The
Yeah.
counters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other counters?
Why? What did you think I meant?
Your lady bits.
Oh.
I thought you were inviting me to look at your lady bits.
I wish.
Very upfront group.
Sounds like our resident mermaid wants to look at your lady bits.
That was supposed to be an inside thought. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry too. I feel like I said something out loud. I'm not a good wing person, apparently. I'll try to be better about that. So,
Jenny.
Yes, love.
Nerissa just kind of like blushes and like at her being called love.
are you aware that you're turning purple? The same color as your
Shut
hair?
up. Shut up, Brunk. Will you be staying here? Like, are we able to return here if we had more gold? Because there are some things here that I like, but they're a little bit out of my budget right now.
She's like, oh, as long as there's gold here, I'll stick around. Run out of gold though, and I've got to chase the money. You know what I mean?
I understand.
But I did smell like a large sum of gold around here somewhere. So, if it's you, please spend here. If it's somebody you know, send him my way. I hope you don't mind that I took the space.
I mean, I certainly don't want it, but I'm not the only one on the ship.
She nods and she's like, send him my way and we'll make an arrangement.
Oh, like you want to speak to Barnabas?
Yeah. Tell him to come on in when he gets a chance, and I'll negotiate terms with him for using the space while I'm here.
Okay. Can I like run up or did Barnabas? No, he said he was staying up on the.
Yeah, he stayed outside just in case he needed to rescue you.
All right. Can I just like see if I can like wheel back out the way I came and go get Barnabas?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go up and be like, Barnabas, Barnabas.
Oh, you came back out on your own. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. There's a new development below deck. We have a merchant of some sort who has appeared. She's hot. I mean, lovely. She's lovely.
Okay.
You should come see her because she wants to negotiate terms about using the space with you.
Oh. So she's not like a demon or something. Did you ask if she was like a demon or something?
That is a great question. If I'm being honest, I was a little enchanted. Is that something demons do? Let's go see if we should ask that first. And then like I'm gonna rush back down without even waiting for him to follow me.
He does follow behind you. Steps into the space behind you. He's like, oh. And then looks and locks eyes with Jenny. Is like, oh. And she looks and locks eyes with him. And she's like, Barnabas fucking Jones.
So you two know each other.
She sighs and she's like, oh, unfortunately I've met this salty dog many times on the seas. And he immediately, he's defensive, hands up, and he's like, oh, I'm not making another deal with you, you harpy. You get off my fucking boat. You get off my boat now. She's like, don't trust her. Or he's like, don't trust her. She's gonna take you for all you have, lass. She's gonna take you for every fucking doubloon.
She had some really cool wares, though.
He's like, they're probably some of mine. And she's like, now, you bet those away fair and square. And he looks over, he's like, is she still holding on to that creepy skull of her husband?
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
You know, she did that to him. She fucking glassed him.
She did tell me it was her, but didn't explain how.
She grins and she's just like, he had it coming.
I bet.
Barnabas is like, you know what? Yeah, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. You know, it's a big ship, but do not talk to me. I want no part of you. He fucking just does I wipe my hands clean of you, Jenny Greenteeth, and curse you to the bottom of the sea, and turns on a heel and walks out. She's like, God, he's such a drama queen.
He's a little dramatic, but it sounds like you two had an interesting past.
And I'm just sitting here watching this whole thing going.
She realizes that it's very unprofessional to have an argument like that in front of potential customers, and just kind of does a pose, and she's like, so, anything that you'd like to buy?
Well, I don't know what I could afford around here, to be honest with you.
I really want to grab this blink dagger, but I don't have enough gold for it.
We have 15,000 gold in the chest in the bottom of the ship.
Oh shit, thank you. I will use some of that then, because I want this blink dagger really badly. And it's only 12.50. If that's okay with everyone. If I use a bit of that for this cool weapon.
Yeah, remember, like, you also, like, stuffed a ton of gold that you took from the dungeon into one of the chests in the bilge.
Oh. Uh-huh. Is that why she's here? Because she was smelling the gold from the that's in the bilge?
Probably.
Oh. Ew.
Do you mind if I use some of the gold from the bilge to buy a couple scrolls?
Don't mind. I'm buying the blink dagger.
Um,
Oh, somebody's in the bilge. Who's in the bilge?
Mm.
You go down to the bilge to retrieve some of the gold from the fucking chest, and you see, standing between the two chests at the back of the bilge, is a strange robot.
Oh. Uh, is it like on and
Barnabas!
active?
What?
Is it like on and active? Like, does it react to?
No, it's standing like completely still, like in that statue position, like glowing in that same kind of like green glow as like the healing like crystal and like the figurehead of the ship. And it's got some strange qualities. Like it looks like a dragonborn, like very draconic, but it's very like it's built. It's got like these mechanical wings. It's got that kind of glow. And it doesn't like move. Like it's just like right now it just kind of like stands like a statue.
Uh, I would like to investigate it. Like, see, like, does it turn on with like like, does it have like a motion sensor? Are there buttons? Can
Even as
I?
you get close and approach, you wave your hand. You can even touch it, and it just doesn't move. It just stands perfectly still.
Are there any buttons on it?
Not that you can tell.
Can I try like poking around on anything that looks like it might be a button?
Go ahead and give me. Here, I would let you roll Tinker's Tools if you wanted to, or sorry, you're an artificer. You should have the proficiency for Tinker's Tools. Yeah, you should have the proficiency for Tinker's Tools and one other type of artisan tool. I'll let you choose the other artisan tool at your leisure, but I just added Tinker's Tools. If you look on your attributes page, you'll see under tool proficiencies, you've got chest set, thieves tools, and Tinker's Tools. You should be able to click Tinker's Tools and roll it as a roll.
On attributes?
Yeah, on the attributes tab on your character sheet.
Cool proficiencies. Okay, I see it. Fingers tools. And then just a normal roll.
20's fantastic. You're looking over this thing, and it's clearly like it's got its own like internal power source. You don't find any buttons or anything to activate it, but looking at it and obviously like kind of looking at like how the ship works, you would surmise that it is a part of the ship that you have to activate through the ship somehow. It seems like it's somehow connected to the ship.
Hey guys, I think the ship grew a new feature. Can anyone hear me? Who else is down here with me?
I think they were still shopping.
Oh, I came down to get some cash out of the chest and went right back up.
I'm still
I was
down
like,
here.
I just looked at the dragon thing and thought, Lothraxis or something.
Hey.
We thought Lothraxis had bought like a new outfit from Jenny. All right, I'm gonna also grab money from the chest. I already did that. But then run upstairs, and I'm gonna see if I can find Barnabas and tell him about the robot.
Barnabas
Did
like,
he go back up to the top level?
oh yeah, he's back. Like he's grumbling at the fucking at the top of the ship, like
All right, so I'm gonna
behind
run
the
back
wheel.
up and be like, "Hey, Barney, um, I know the last time I had news of a new development below deck, you didn't like the news, but I have more news, new news. Do you know anything about a robot in the bilge?
Oh, what now?
There's like a dragon robot with wings. It looks really cool. It's connected to the ship somehow, from what I can tell. I think we have to like do something with the ship to power it on. I haven't figured that out yet, though. Um, there's like a dragon robot with wings in the bilge, and it's really cool. I don't know where it came from, so
Dragon robot.
yeah, come check it out. And I'm gonna like wheel away again, not waiting for him. I'm
He
just excited about all the stuff on the ship.
he once again gets like kind of grumbly, and he's like, "Oh, I'm coming." Comes down. You watch as like you walk past Jenny's tent. He like spits at the tent. You get down to the bottom, and like he's standing in front of this robot, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "Well, he's strapping lad." Kind of like pokes it, and he's like, "Did you do this?"
Oh, I wish I could do that. That would be cool.
I thought you were in the business of building things.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't had a chance to work on anything yet. I don't know if I'm that good yet. We'll have to see when I can finally build something.
Oh, so okay. Oh, okay. Well, I can investigate this and see what we can do about figuring out how it connects to the ship.
Yeah. It's based on like how it's similar to like the serpent head at the front. I think it's like it's the same kind of power source. Um,
The spell does call for the ability to upgrade the ship with golden materials. So maybe it was
oh,
just finishing its process when we initially cast the spell. We
oh,
did kind
maybe.
of leave in a hurry. He looks and
Are
he's
there, oh, sorry, are there like any buttons or anything around, or like any sort of like, do I see anything else around in the bilge that might go with the robot? Like some sort of way to activate it. I'd like to investigate for that.
roll an investigation. Nerissa, you're smart and talented. And while you haven't been able to use your talent to build anything yet, looking at the design and knowing what the spell does, you think that this thing is probably an extension of what would be like the consciousness of the ship. So, at its basic function right now, it doesn't do really anything, but you should be able to activate it with some kind of command word, like maybe the name of the ship.
And I'm just gonna try saying like some words at it, like activate, open sesame, like thinking of what Brunk was saying earlier. Silvery, slippery sea serpent.
Eyes kind of start to glow even brighter, and it looks down and says, "Name registered. Slippery, silvery sea serpent." Hello, Nerissa.
Whoa, hi. You're really cool.
I am really cool.
What can you do?
It kind of like tilts and it's like, many things. I can fly. And it's like kind of lifts up and flies around a little bit. Lands on the ground, says, I can assist with small tasks. Building. Not so much destroying. But basic assistance.
That's really awesome. What do we call you?
What do you call me?
Brunk, are you still down here? Or are you? Where is everyone? Is everyone?
They came and grabbed fucking gold and then ran back to shop.
Okay, so it's just me and Barnabas here with the robot then.
Who Barnabas is
Okay.
like his mouth is open like in awe.
I'm just like
I'm
so
down.
excited. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say I'm down here too. I shopped, but I came back. I wanted to check out the robot with you.
Okay. Oh. Um, what should we call the robot, Jesus?
I'm not sure. I'm at a loss for words for this thing.
It looks it's like, oh, I also understand several languages.
What languages do you speak?
And it kind of like starts. It goes over. It'll say like common, and then like look at you and start like reciting like each of your languages that you guys know. It also knows. So it knows Celestial. It knows Sylvan. It knows Draconic. It knows, and it'll list all of them off. Dwarvish, Elvish, and Moonsong.
Oh, so can you like translate for us?
That is one of my functions.
Ooh, he can help us understand lyric. We should go get Brunk. Can you? Yeah. Wait, can the robot follow us? I'm just gonna be like, can you come upstairs with us?
It looks and nods and says, I will follow, and starts to follow behind you.
All right, we're gonna bring the robot up to see Brunk.
You bring it up, Brunk. Are you still inside the shop?
Oh no, I'm up on the deck playing with my new toy.
Okay. You guys as you guys went in and did your your purchases with Jenny. She takes your gold and says, "Oh, this is much appreciated. Please continue to come and give more gold." She does not put the gold in a register. She takes the gold and you watch as she'll take the mound of gold in her hand and flick it into the air, and it kind of it starts off as a solid mass that kind of starts to rain out, but then it collapses together into this liquid gold orb, and she just goes and it's kind of goes into her mouth, and you watch as she drinks it and it disappears.
Interesting. Anyways, we're gonna come. I'm just be like, that was a fascinating thing to do with the gold, and then keep going up with the robot.
Yeah. It's just when you
I
make
think
your
I'm
purchase.
too enamored to be bothered by anything weird she does.
Well, I mean, you would have seen that when you made your purchases, so it wouldn't have been at the same time as you got the robot.
That's fair. I'm gonna go over to Brunk. Brunk. Whoa, that's really cool. What did you get from the shop?
A nice sword.
Oh, did you get the riptide
I
thing?
did.
Ah, I
Too
poked it. It was really
cool.
sharp. It was cool.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. Um, we found a cool robot, and I think you're really good at naming things, so I think you should help us name it.
Wait, what? You found a what?
Yeah, so it's part of the ship
Oh, are
from
you
what we
talking
can
about the
tell.
thing that was downstairs?
Yeah, it's like a robot assistant for the ship from what it seems like. And also
Oh,
help us translate what lyric says.
really?
Yeah, he speaks moon song.
She looks and she's
Bring
like,
lyric, come see the robot.
she's on Brunk's shoulder, and she's like, la 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 la, and you watch as it's little ear fins kind of perk up, and the gold kind of flickers this that blue for a second, and it's like, oh my goodness, you can hear me, or you can understand me. La 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 la. I said yes, I can understand you.
That's amazing.
She starts to clap and gets very excited, and she's like la 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 la, and she's a novel, and he's just um, my name is Zelia. I am the princess of a faraway land. I came to this place with my attendant to warn of a evil shadow that was to befall your land. I joined with warriors of vast power to join in the effort to stop such an evil threat. As Lothraxis has told you, we were attacked. I enacted a ritual in order to lock myself away in a safe place. The egg that you found, Brunk. I'm so glad that you can understand me so that I can tell you how much I appreciate you protecting me, and she hugs Brunk, and she's like, I genuinely feel affection for you.
You're a princess?
La 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 la. She kind of does a power stance and nods, and she's like la 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 la, and he's like, yes.
I will take a knee in front of Zalia.
She's on your
I
shoulder.
also.
Well, you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying.
You take a knee and, like, you all start to bow down, and she kind of, like, floats in front of your face, Brunk, and, like, waves. And she kind of, like, again, she's like, la, 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 la. And he says, you, please stand. You are not my subjects. You are, my equals. If anything, Brunk, I would call you a champion.
What happened to the person that you came here with? The being or person or entity that you came here with?
She kind of, like, floats in front of you, and you watch as, like, a tear falls down her face. And she shakes her head and goes, la, 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 la. And the robot looks and says, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
She, once again, she starts, like, kind of, like, vibing with the robot, and the robot is just like, I would like to continue my adventures with you until I can, well, so that I may find a way to restore my previous form. This is not who I truly am.
What were you previously?
She starts, like, singing at him again. She's like, a princess, a warrior.
Oh, that was Zalia talking.
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah.
This is not her original form.
Yeah, that's like the robot is translating for her, right?
Oh, I thought the robot. I thought I was for a second there. I guess I was I misunderstood. I thought the robot was the one saying, "I'm trying to adventure and regain my form." I thought it was like, "Oh, we're picking up another party member," but no, she's okay. Zalia is the one who's saying this is not her original.
This is
You are not originally a fairy.
La 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 la. She's like, no, I am so much more than that.
What does it take to retain your true form?
She looks and she says, I need to find my dragon.
Okay.
She says, now that you can hear me, I can at least tell you where you or what to look for. She says the dragons were. We kept the dragons safe, and out of public view, by keeping them in items. Some put them in weapons, others put them in artifacts. My dragon was put into a moon pearl. She goes down the list and she says, Lotharius, the Gallant, the dragon resided in a shield. For Rhaegar's dragon, Deep, it was kept in a bow. Barracks and Erikes kept theirs in twin axes. Makala kept Whisper in a necklace with a gem made of moonstone. My dragon Skarkesh was kept in a moon pearl, as I previously noted. And she looks at Lothraxis and she's like, Lothraxis was normally kept in a magical pair of wings. But as you can see, is not in his item form.
That's really helpful to know what to look for.
She confirms that she used a spell to scatter the items. Not all of them, as far as you can tell by like the power of her spell, would have stayed in Ethereos. So while some of the items might be nearby, they were spread pretty far. But she does confirm that they were spread in this world. They weren't spread like in any kind of beyond or other plane. Like, all of them should exist here.
Okay.
Is there any way to find them? Like with magic or something?
If we could find a powerful divining magic, we may be able to find some of them. Alternatively, if we find the people that they were connected to, we should have an easier time finding them. So, like, I could probably find my moon pearl with powerful divination, or if we found somebody like a powerful diviner. But I couldn't find the others without that connection. We each had a bond to our dragons. But we could also use, for instance, Lothraxis, like in the reverse. It should be easier if we can find somebody powerful to divine through him. We can find Throg through Lothraxis.
Okay.
The robot turns and is like, she says she will continue on the journey with you so long as you'll have her.
I mean, no, we already have one princess. Might as well take another one. I guess, and I'm referring to Rosalia, because I got the impression Rosalia is royalty as well.
She hasn't said it out loud, but there's been clear hints that she is probably of some kind of royalty.
Okay.
Ooh. Excuse me. Well, we still have to decide what we're going to do about the duck.
Yeah.
Should we try to save Ned or not? Could Ned cast divination magic?
That's a good question. He might be able to.
Barnabas is just like, okay, so we have a translator robot. He looks and he says, "Robot, why do you know the moon speak?" And the robot looks and responds and says, "Oh, I'm the ship has given me a little bit of all of you."
How did you get here?
The ship made me.
The ship. Oh. Okay. This is your fault, isn't it? He looks right at Nerissa. This is your fault.
I think it's the ship's magic.
You and your mechanicalness is the reason why this thing exists. If the ship borrowed that from anybody, it had to be you. Obviously.
I'm trying very hard to hide the fact that I'm not at all upset.
Barnabas is like, he makes a point, lass. I've cast this spell before and never have we had a robotic assistant aboard.
Well, if anything, you're welcome. He
Yeah,
seems
that's
very
fair.
helpful.
Looks over at the robot. It's like, robot, do you know how to hoist sails? I have several bits of knowledge in regard to seafaring. I can hoist sails. All right, it's good enough for me.
You got a first mate now? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Oh, I suppose it's. He's like, is that my name, first mate?
Hey, Barnabas, what are some of the names of other people on ships?
What?
Like, what are some of the other jobs on a ship?
Oh. You're gonna put me on the spot now, aren't you? Because I don't know.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Skipper.
Skipper. Okay.
That's a great name.
There is the ship's captain, a quartermaster, sailing master or navigator, a boatswain, carpenter, master gunner, mate, ABS or able-bodied sailor, rigger, cabin boy, powder monkey. That sounds racist. And and swab or swabby.
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 Swabby would be cute. I also like I do like Skipper as well. Flash is still laughing about Powder Monkey.
No, there was a movie a long time ago called Cabin Boy.
Oh,
And when I return, I shall be a cabin man.
Yeah, powder monkey makes sense, but sounds like a slur.
mm-hmm.
I don't think I want to call him the powder monkey because he looks like a dragon.
Yeah. It's not fitting. I liked Swabby. That sounds cute. And like, I don't know, like Siri is an assistant.
Skipper
Like
sounds
it's
like
kind
a
of similar.
toy that a little girl would play with.
Yeah, Skipper is Barbie's sister.
Who's Barbie? Okay. I don't get it.
Oh my god.
That's Brunk. Brunk is saying, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Who's Barbie?
And Nerissa's just like, I don't know. I think I saw it on some trash in the ocean. I'm not sure.
Oh. He could be the quartermaster. We found him down here next to the trunks and the chests. He could be the person who keeps track of our gold and our equipment, our weapons.
Do we want his name to be Quartermaster?
You could call him Q for short.
Oh, I like that.
Simple, easy to remember,
That's super cool.
especially for me,
Yeah.
because I have a hard time with remembering things and learning
Q.
things.
My name is Q, quartermaster.
Is that acceptable?
He said it like Q said it as a statement.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Perfect. Well, that
Problem.
settles it then.
Now everything's got a name. Got the boat's got a name. The dragon the dragon robot's got a name.
Well, I mean,
Is there anything else we need to name right now? I feel like we're on a roll.
Barnabas is like, all right, Q, come up and meet Lothraxis. I bet he's going to love you.
Oh yeah, they look alike. They're like twins.
Like, they climb up and you see that fucking Barnabas brings him over to Lothraxis, and Lothraxis immediately is like, oh, I don't like that.
Of course he does.
They named him Q for quartermaster. I think it's brilliant, Lithraxis. Lithraxis is like, okay, and it stays on the ship. Cool. I'm coming with you guys.
I was waiting for him to tell us that's not a proper dragon name.
No, he's more hung up with like the mechanical abomination that looks like him right now.
That's
fair. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm just imagining C-3PO, but he looks like a dragon.
He's like he looks very unsettling. It's Q.
I don't like him.
Yeah, it doesn't have any armors or armor or weapons that you can visibly see at all. Like if you ask, he says he doesn't have any combat functions at all. But he will like follow your basic orders if you need things to like now he can like it doesn't Q has confirmed that he can't leave the ship. He has to stay near the ship. But like if you bring things that like need to be like lifted and loaded onto the ship, like he can like be within the perimeter of it. But he can't leave and go on adventures with you. He is bound to the ship.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's what we want you to do. We want you to stay here and keep track of things, so.
Mhm. Did Rosalia stay downstairs, or did she come upstairs to see the robot too?
Did we show the robot off on the way up?
Well,
Yeah.
because you like had to walk through with the robot, and she was already like in awe with Jenny. So like you see as like you guys walk by with this robot, and she's like, "This place is weird."
Did she follow us up though?
Yeah,
for all of,
Brunk
the...
stops and looks at her and says, "Yup, very weird."
This is so weird. But yeah, she'll follow you up. So like it's you guys on deck with your slimes and Lyric and Lithraxis.
Okay. We should fill Rosalia and Lithraxis in about Ned. Are they both like close by? Like Rosalia
Yeah, like
and
you can gather them. Like again, like this we have the visual here, but like we can just role play it. Like you don't have to worry about what the map looks like. Like yeah, you gather them together on the ship. Like everybody's on the top level except for Jenny and Torgrin. And Rosalia, like she's like I actually I didn't have much gold, but I had enough. I paid Jenny to watch over Torgrin. So that there's some strange being that can come out of nowhere protecting him. It sounds strange coming out of my mouth even now, but
I'm sure it'll be good to have her there if he wakes up.
I need to stretch my legs. I'm going stir crazy just sitting around staring at my comatose father, so
That's understandable. Do you remember Ned the duck?
yeah. Kind of angry, a little bit secretive.
Yeah.
Had a nice sleeping quarters in the lighthouse.
Yeah. He is currently in Mosfin on Shia'spora.
Okay.
They captured him and sacrificed him to it, and we wanted to try and get him out because we think he's our only way of getting answers about what happened at Toman's Lighthouse.
Lithraxis looks up and says, "Oh, we get to fight."
That's what we're thinking.
Rosalia's like, I mean, their people are pretty peaceful, but if they've been particular about anything, it's about not entering Mosfin.
Mm-hmm.
She looks and she says, I do also remember them mentioning staying away from an entrance that was within Shia'spora.
Oh. Did they Did they show you where it was?
They kind of pointed it out. I know the general direction within the forest. If we're going to fight our way in, that might be the easiest path, or we could ask the leader directly to see if he'd make a special exception to let us in, but if they condemned this thing to death, I don't know if that'd be an easy task.
Might be easier to just, you know, ask forgiveness instead of permission type of thing. If you know a secret entrance, I think that's not a bad idea.
I mean, it'd probably still be guarded. They did say it was like a ritual. Stay away from ritual spots. But if
Yeah.
ritual spots all connect to Mossfin, and it's a secret, not secret way in, but like maybe a close tunnel in. I don't know. We didn't investigate the area, but they told us to stay away from it, so it might be worth looking at.
I think that's a good idea.
So like whatever you guys decide to do, I'm just down for a jaunt anyway.
All right, let's go get Ned. Luthraxis, you sounded on board for a fight.
Lothraxis is looks the fucking Q up and down again. He's like, I need to get off this ship.
And I want to play with my new flashy dagger.
I think we have a party sorted.
Excellent.
You get back off the ship. Everybody's kind of geared up and ready to go. I think I have to... Is Rosalia long rested? Look at her spell book. Yeah, she's long rested. She's like, I mean, I'm good to go. Lothraxis, how about you? He kind of nods. They're like, lead the way. Are you doing any other kind of prep before leaving the ship?
I'm gonna kiss my slime on the head and let him stay with the other slimes, but I'm gonna kiss him goodbye.
Okay, guys are leaving the slimes here. Lyric will come with you. Lyric will be on Brunk's shoulder. And you make your way into back to like the entrance to Shia'spora, where you start moving through the mushrooms. And as you're like moving in, you see like kind of like glowing mushrooms and everything like that all around, different kind of varieties and stuff like that. You do see a patch of mushrooms, specifically that you are now able to identify because you have them, or have seen them and have had them before. Are you just picking mushrooms like as you find them, or are you trying to pick any other mushrooms?
I'm gonna try to pick some other types of mushrooms as well. However, I've learned from the past, I'm going to put them into, like, I've probably got like some glass bottles or other containers that I've found in like my tank. So I'm gonna just like put them in things so they're not just soaking into my water.
I'm gonna give you roll a straight not straight D20. We're gonna call it as if it were an investigation. So roll an investigation, but we're gonna call it a trash roll.
A trash roll. Okay.
Oh, that's really good. On a 25, you have picked up guaranteed several pieces of recyclable trash even before you started your adventure. You have like little places in your tank where some might look and just see it as decoration. There are like, you got like a bottle that like you had filled with some pretty rocks that you just emptied the fucking pretty rocks out of and like put your mushrooms inside there. So you got like one filled with mystery mushrooms that you have capped off, and yeah, you probably have like a couple of like stash bottles now that you've had some forethought to be able to stash these mushrooms and keep them from saturating your tank.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wanna. Sorry, I was just gonna say I wanted to grab some of the mushrooms too.
Okay,
I want to grab a bunch.
so you see patches here and there. I'm gonna say like Nerissa searching and like a kind of like the patch that you come across as you're kind of moving in is about 5 mushrooms. So like you can split that between you guys. They're big, like thick, meaty mushrooms.
Okay.
I just want 2.
Okay. Sounds good. I will take 3.
Okay, I'll drag mushroom over to your character sheet.
I already have them on mine.
And then, are you like snatching up any mystery mushrooms that you see as well? Go ahead and add like another 10 mystery mushrooms to your mystery mushroom pile. You grab one like blue glowy ones, like big like red ones, purple ones, like all kinds of different ones that you're not quite sure what they do. Moving through Shia'spora, I need everybody to roll a perception check for me. Nerissa and Jesus Brunk, you're kind of distracted by Lyric. She has been nonstop, like in spite of the fact that you're not around, the robot has just been like constantly singing in your ear, like trying to talk to you. And the other two of you, however, you start to clock like you see like a shadow here just go woof, across like a little like kind of like blocking off a patch of light for a second, and then you see a second one, and a third one, and a fourth one, as it appears that you are starting to be surrounded within this forest of mushrooms by some kind of being out there.
Whoa. Jesus, Brunk, did you guys see that?
I don't think we're alone.
I'm gonna look around. Can I look around for like signs of those like trickster frogs were that like caught us the first time?
Give me another perception check. You're catching glimpses of black and white, but you're not getting full features of people.
You want me to roll that perception check too?
Oh, she was specifically looking like for, like you can go ahead and roll another perception check, but like you're just noticing things that are surrounding you. She can confirm that it seems like there's some black and white ones out there.
I'm seeing some bits of black and white.
They seem to kind of blend among the trees. Go ahead and, Jesus, give me a perception check as well. On this second check, like, again, like, things are, like, blending among the spores, but you do catch, like, in the crack of 2 mushrooms that are kind of, like, jutting off, moving, like, between them is, like, what appears to be a shark figure, and you see, like, a hook in its hand.
Hey guys, I see one of those shark creatures with a hook hiding behind one of the mushrooms. I don't think they're friendly.
They haven't been friendly this entire time. We've been just trying to go and save the duck, and they won't be friendly to us.
Mm-hmm. Can we tell how many of them there are?
No. You're not sure how many are out there, and they blend so well amongst the environment that it's really, you're surprised you saw what you saw, because like it looks like they're spreading out in a formation to try and get a jump on you guys.
Can we like gather in a formation so we're ready for a standoff?
Sure.
Guys, I think we need to be ready for a fight.
Let's do this.
So there won't be a surprise round. Or an ambush round, I should say. We'll just open up token vision. It's not dark in here, like there is light gleaming through. But yeah, it's like as like the first kind of like shark comes into view, that like you are all like know what you're looking for and are prepared for it now. I'm gonna get everybody to roll initiative.
Where'd my character go? There he is. What the? Did it roll twice?
I don't know, mine rolled twice too, though, it looks like.
I didn't try to roll twice.
No,
Same.
it did it for both of you, which is strange. Maybe because it try to roll it on the Theater of the Mind chart as well. No, it did not. That's weird. Either way, we'll
Double clicked it and then hit normal.
yeah. What was the
Oh,
first one? The first one was an 18.
Yeah, that's what it recorded.
Yeah, let's fix that.
That's what's in there, I think. It's in the...
Oh, no, it literally added you to the thing twice.
Oh. Yay, there's two of me. Let's go.
We'll take the better rolls for you guys.
Brunk and Brunk 2. We should use two Brunks in this combat.
All right, we begin.
Brunk.
Oh, God.
I'm going to call him Bronk.
Brunk.
Bronk. Like bro. Bronk. Just... Bro's an idiot. Or Brunk's an idiot. Bronk's an idiot, too.
Amazing. Nerissa, you starting us off at the top of the list.
All right. I'm just gonna pull out my short bow and shoot an arrow at the closest one.
And here, I thought you were expecting to do downtime tonight.
Right?
Same.
There's only one that you can kind of visibly see as it has started to like kind of move out of the clearing.
Unfair?
The unfair one.
Okay. Oh.
Arrow whizzes by as you see as like it's approaching. Doing anything else, Nerissa?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get a better look at the map. Where we are. Okay. Not right now. I will. Sorry.
You will, sorry.
I said end turn.
Oh,
and I did.
pass the turn. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Brunk, it's your turn. Again, you hear that scuffling in the trees as things are starting to approach closer.
Well, I'll pull out my new sword and use bonus action to activate it. And hold forth the watery blade. And nope. Nope. Uh, I think I'll just hold off for the moment. I will ready an action in the event that somebody gets into melee range between now and my next turn, and if they do, I will hold the sword back and ready to strike if they should get close to me.
Perfect. Yeah, Brunk walks up, pulls out this cool ass sword, and like you watch as the like watery blade like extends from it into this beautiful shimmering katana. Still like looking very liquid, but also like looking like a sharp blade. And gets into like a fighting stance. Ba 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 ba. This thing probably is gonna have to get a little closer. Oh, no. No, it does not. That was 150 feet. As from underneath your feet start to grow these like huge spikes. Something that you recognize from your fight in the caverns of Anthos. It appears that some kind of druid around here has cast that spike growth again. As these like spikes and thorns like appear and grow under your feet and surrounding you. But that doesn't do damage unless you move, so. It's also difficult terrain within that circle, meaning it's having your movement. Unfair. Shark is unfair. It's going to take a movement and a dash. And it's going to try and get up in your cheese, Brunk.
Ooh. Well, I would hate to be prepared for something like that happening.
Yeah, it saw you in the fight pose and, like, it wants a piece of you.
Indeed. So do I get to go first before he does whatever he's going to do?
He's not doing it, like, he used his whole movement. Like, he can't attack or anything.
Oh.
So, like, it is your
So he's literally
reaction.
just coming into my...
Yeah, he's running at you. Sees you there in your stance and is just running at you.
I take a swing of 1.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And since I can take 2. I can take the full attack action, right? So... Do-do-do... Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Does a 20 hit? I'm sorry, I rolled the damage the first time, assuming that a
26 hit.
The 26 hit on the first one. A 20 still hits, but hold on. Why do you get 2 attacks?
Because, I don't know. I'm assuming I get my... Because I have extra attack now? At 5th level?
But with a held action, because it's a reaction, I don't know if you get both. Hold on. Held.
That's a good question.
Held attack action. Extra attacks. Extra attack specifically works on your turn.
Okay. Okay.
Still, so you did, what, 7 damage on that first attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you, like, cut, and it, like, it appears like its skin is fairly thick, because it doesn't appear to pierce the skin, but it does, like, leave, like, a little bit of a slash. As it grits, and it's like, I'm going to rip your face off with my teeth.
Well.
Jesus!
I am going to fly straight up 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit a healing Shia'spora druid with firebolt.
Yeah, as you, like,
Alright.
rise up and you see that there are a couple of druids on the tops of these caps here.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Do I get critical damage for that?
Yeah. Oh my god. You heard it, and it seems like it seems like it takes like the brunt of that, but manages to continue to hold on to the spell.
All right. I might end my turn.
Okay. He's gonna spend his whole movement. As another shark like rounds the corner of one of these mushrooms and like comes up on one of the other sides as they start to try and block you guys in. Lithraxis is like, not this again. He's going to take 2d4 as he kind of splits off to the side and gets out of the circle. Taking 4. Was 10. He's going to complete his movement, getting up about here. And he is going to fire a heat breath at this fucking shark over here, just missing Brunk. Okay, this thing just makes the con save. And it takes 22 fire damage. As he just like breathes like fuck this, and just breathes out this big wave of fire over this thing. Rosalia also looks down at the spikes and is like, oh, god damn it. What is Rosalia gonna do? Excuse me. I think Rosalia is also gonna, like, eat the d4. The 2d4 damage to just kind of get out of it as best as she can. And seeing this thing coming towards and seeing Brunk kind of just like run into the fray, she's gonna rush up to this thing and try and swing on him. And misses. Do, 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 do. Boo, 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 boo. Scorching. You watch Jesus as one of these other druids that's on top like leaps down to the ground and starts moving on foot. Lyric should be fully healed. That's not the right Lyric. That's just some simple bitch. Lyric flies off of Brunk's shoulders back towards you. She stays up about 10 feet so that she's above the spikes. But like she's gonna fly down first to you, Nerissa, and she is going to touch you. That should be restored, and I mean this will be used, but it was restored as well. And she's gonna cast Fly on you as your tank like grows wings.
Whoa. Amazing. Thank you, Lyric.
She's like, la! And she's gonna stay with you for now as well.
Awesome.
At the top of the order, Nerissa, it's you.
Is my flying speed the same as my moving speed?
Your flying speed is 60 feet.
60 feet.
So
Okay.
Brunk, Lothraxis kind of dipped off to the side, and the guy that you're working on, he breathed like this swath of fire over it. And Lyric flew off your shoulder and went and cast Fly over on Nerissa and is like sticking with her in the tank right now.
Alright, I am going to fly up and over towards the scorching Shia'spora, but not all the way. Wait, I meant to do 60, not 50. And then I'm going to cast Magic Missile at it.
Okay. How high up are you in the air?
I didn't fly like super high up. I flew like just enough to like clear the spikes and like over like Brunk and Lothraxis and the unfair Shia'spora.
I'll also call it like 10 feet then.
Okay.
You can cast Magic Missile. Go ahead and roll your darts. Each one is 1d4 plus 1. If they're all going to one target, you can do the 3d4 plus 3.
Um,
The D4 is the little triangle.
no, I was looking at something else. Sorry. But yeah, no, I'll do them all at the same guy. The the scorching Shia'spora. Um, no, I didn't do that right. Sorry.
10 damage. As you like launch three magic missile blasts at this thing. What do your magic missiles look like? Because how it visually looks depends on the caster.
They're gonna look like mutated, it's like I've like taken like pollution from the sea, and I'm like I've turned it into like magic, like
So
little darts.
they're little focused
So
blasts of like sea shit.
yeah.
Like
But
oil.
like also like think like from like an oil spill. So there's like a bit of like an oily ooziness to them. Like yeah,
Yeah, just like
they're gross.
just housed in this like force casing. It's just like gross, like gross. Just shit and
Yeah.
oil and trash, just that you contained into like these focus bursts.
Yeah, like
As they
imagine somebody was like, I'm cleaning up the trash on this riverbank that's like near this gross factory. They took all of that and condensed it into, yeah.
which in a way in turn is relittering.
Yeah, but like reduce, reuse, and then recycle. This is the reusing section.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As like they explode on him and like you watch as like there's oil all over him and shit and he's just like and there's like little bits of like fucking little flecks of trash on the ground. He's like doing anything else?
I don't think I can. So that's my turn. I made some damage. I'm happy.
Yeah, this berserker is going to just run up as far as he can. Brunk, it's your turn again.
So when I attacked him the first time, whenever he came into my range, did it look like the sword didn't do a lot, or like I guess I'm trying to get the sense of whether or not the sword is being treated as a magic weapon or not. Is he resistant?
Oh yeah,
in
no,
any
no, no.
way?
It wasn't resistance that you didn't like. It's like it was just like kind of
Just
like
didn't do a lot of damage.
yeah. It was just a glancing slash, so it only did a little bit. Didn't like seem like to penetrate the skin. You just gave him a little flesh wound with 7 damage. It was more so to indicate that he's tough, like he's got a lot of health, as opposed to he was resistant.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna cast Divine Favor on myself, and then I'm gonna attack him twice. 19.
19 hit.
For 11 damage.
Yep.
Number 2. And the backswing probably doesn't hit.
13 doesn't hit.
Okay.
First one you slash, you get him across the chest, and again, like this one, the chest feels like the meat's a little bit softer. You manage to like penetrate, and you get like some blood. The second one, like you go to come up with the second one, and he like glances your sword off with his hook and kind of like stares you down.
Now, if I move out of the spike circle to like right there,
you won't take D4 from that.
You will not?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to dance around him a little bit then.
Yeah, as you dance around him, you watch as he kind of like does like he flexes, and as he flexes, it looks like tiny little holes open up in his arms and release spores.
Oh.
And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Of course.
You take... No, not D8, D10. 4 necrotic damage as it like shoots like these spores from its arms that land on you. And like they land on like your face, your chest, your body, and like almost start to like burn, and like it feels like they're like almost like sinking and like trying to like the moment it touches your skin, it starts to like kind of like burn your skin.
Ooh, I felt it a little bit, but I need to roll that real quick.
Yeah, are you concentrating on something?
Yeah, the divine favor roll.
Oh, then yeah.
That's another con. Is it a con roll? It's a con roll. Or is it a save?
I believe it's a con roll, and the DC is 10. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. It popped up, and I should have rolled it, but I didn't. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that'll do it.
Appealing Shia'spora Druid sees you all out of its spell. It's going to drop its spell. It's going to... What else have you got for me? A couple of you are on the ground. It is going to go for... It's going to try and entangle you guys on the ground there. As vines, like, crawl up from the ground and, like, wrap around your legs, Brunk. And you watch as they do the same to Lithraxis. Oh, sorry. Roll a Constitution saving throw. Not Constitution, Strength. Roll a Strength saving throw. Yeah, it starts to like try and like wrap your legs and try to wrap your arms, but you're able to kind of like pull away from it.
I'm muscly.
Yeah, the area is still difficult terrain, but it doesn't restrain you guys. Unfair Shia'spora Berserker is just gonna go for a hook attack on you, Brunk. I'm not going to be that dick DM that goes, does a 29 hit? You take 13 slashing damage. Or piercing, sorry. Piercing damage as it comes down on you with this fang hook and like digs it into your shoulder. Go ahead and roll your con. Yeah, you're golden. And once again, it just kind of like fucking like snaps its jaws in your face. Jesus. Take us to church.
I'm gonna fly 15 feet higher and then 15 feet forward. I'm gonna hit the inhabitable berserker with fire chromatic orb.
Okay. Ten's not gonna do it.
Alright, that's all I can do for my turn. And my turn there, I guess.
Inhabitable. This fucking like fire orb flies past it and hits the ground. Kind of looks up at you, and it goes. It's going to take a hook slash. And miss as it like glances off Rosalia's shield. Lothraxis doesn't have to move far. Gets right up next to on the other side and just kind of gives you a nod. And goes for a couple of claw attacks on this this here Sharky. 3 to be exact. That is a miss. That is also a miss. That last one's a banger. Oh, but Lothraxis' attacks don't count as magical. Because it's just his claws. So he goes and, like, tries to, like, rip into this thing's fucking chest. And, like, each one just, like, glances off of its fucking, like, thick hide. And he's like, God damn it! Why can't I hurt you? Yeah. Rosalia, with her big old magical axe, however, fucking cleaves into this thing for 11 damage. And looks up at you, Jesus, who's like, you're giving like a covering fire, and she gives you a thumbs up. Do. Scorching Shia'spora Druid sees you floating up there, and you just attacked it, Nerissa, and it is going to. Hey, it can do it. It's gonna do it. Okay. You watch as it starts waving its hands, and then, like, it grabs its spear from behind its back and starts doing a spin with it. And, like, it's like this, like, kind of green glowing gem in the middle of the spear that starts to glow bright, bright green as it does one more wave, and this cloud of just, like, green, thick smoke floats at you. I need you to roll a 16, or a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 16. Uh, 21. So you take half as much on a success. Oh, not Lyric. Oh, no, Lyric is there, too. Half. So you take 8, Nerissa. As you start to breathe in this, like, toxic fucking, like, weird stuff that it has thrown at you. I think I'm gonna give it to her as a reactionary thing here. This fucking cloud, like, explodes in front of her, and she looks and she goes, la la, like, sorry, and just fucking blinks away. And Nerissa, you might be muted if you're talking. I'm reacting.
Yep, sorry. Excellent. I'm glad that she's safely out of here.
But yeah, you like start breathing in this like kind of like toxic fucking cloud that it wafts at you, and are now standing in like this dangerously gross fog.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on one second here. There's nothing. Oh yes, this can actually do a thing. It's gonna be just a straight attack with advantage. I don't. Does that hit? No. Jesus, you watch as like appearing out of nowhere is one of these like black and white creepers that goes to stab Rosalia. Nerissa, you start off in that cloud of smoke. Go ahead and roll another Constitution saving throw. To fail on this one, you are going to take... Oh, no, that's the wrong weapon. The cloud kill is 5d8. Hold on. That's not 5. There we go. On the second inhale of this, like, fucking cloud of death, you take 29 damage.
That's not good.
But you can take the rest of your turn now.
Yeah, I'm gonna GTF out of there. Out of this cloud. Back towards where Lyric is, because I don't want to be close to this cloud guy.
Yeah.
Um. mm-mm-mm. And then I wanted to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew at the unfair Shia'spora and try and help out Brunk and Lithraxis, but Lithraxis would be in the way for that. Wait, how far did I move originally? That was 30 feet? You said I could fly 60 feet?
60 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to fly that way and then over to like here. So I have a better view, and I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew at the unfair Shia'spora Berserker.
Fails to save. Roll some damage. .2d4 at the start of each of its turns. Okay, I'm gonna give it the 2d4 here. It gets splashed in it. You give it that initial 2d4, and then it has to gets it again at the start of its turn.
Okay.
And each of its turns until it uncovers it, takes it off.
Fantastic.
This one is it is running. Once again, gets on like the other side of Brunk, but that's like all it can do. Brunk, you're surrounded by sharks. You're muted.
That apparently happens occasionally.
Occasionally, yeah.
But we're going to focus on the unfair dude.
Which, like, the unfair one is, like, also, like, from above, fucking... Nerissa throws down this, like, bottle full of acid that explodes on it, and now you watch as its skin is actively melting.
Okay, not too bad. Respectable.
24.
24 damage total. And, yeah. I guess that's, yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Appealing leaps down here. Still concentrating on that spell to keep you guys stuck in that entangle. I think it is going to. So it's going to drop. It's gonna drop the like entangle, so like the little vines kind of just like fall to the ground at your feet, Brunk, as it looks up at It looks up at you guys. I think the one it's mostly concerned with Jesus up there right now. But there's not really much it can do about it, to be honest.
The Jesus who laughs.
The Jesus who laughs. It can do that, though. So Jesus, it is going to cast Confusion on you. It's a 10-foot radius, but you're 45 feet up, so it's only affecting you. That is a failure. You use your action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within your reach. If there's no creature within your reach, you do nothing. Can't take reactions and must roll... Oh, sorry. An affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns. So sorry, it wasn't up to me to roll. It's up to you to roll at the start of each of your turns. So we'll figure out what it is on your turn. But that's what that thing's holding on to right now. Unfair. It's going to be pretty brazen. His buddy's right there. Is just going to come at you again, Brunk, with more of the pokey poke. Which he's going to miss. As he just, like, slashes into armor. Jesus, now I need you to roll a d10. 8. Same thing. So you attack something in your range. If there's nothing in your range, you just do nothing.
He's flying, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like 45 feet in the air, so there's nothing around him.
Yep.
Okay, so I just had my turn then?
Yeah. Yeah, that's confusion. It's locking you down right now. Inhabitable is going to take that opportunity to fucking keep swinging on Rosalia. I think it's actually going to go in for a bite this time. Oh, yeah, chomps right into her. For 17 damage. You hear Rosalia cry out. That hurt. There's no gritting and bearing that. Lothraxis hears Rosalia scream and looks at you, Brunk, and is like, I don't know what to do to these things. Wait, yes I do.
Maybe focus on the druids?
He nods. He's like, that might be a good idea. He can catch this one right from the corner, and he has the range. Yeah, he's going to throw a firebolt at it. And hit with the 17. Is it more than 11? This thing's dead. Jesus, you snap out of the confusion. I think the confusion spell was, the distraction of, like, you start hearing those whispers in your ears again, just like you were in the shadows. And just as he throws the firebolt and kills this thing, those whispers stop. And he just, like, claps his hands. He's like, still got it. Rosalia. Rosalia is going to do the smart thing and try and heal herself. Bit off a little more than she could chew. Jesus, you look down and she's like kind of like laying on her hands on herself, and you watch as she's like whispers something, as there's that radiant glow that that flows into her. Oh, no. But that's her whole turn. But this guy. And then by this guy. The Scorching Druid. Everybody's out of the cloud. He's just going to disperse the cloud. He's going to boop, 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 move up. And he is going to... He's going to try and do the same thing to Brunk. He's going to cast Confusion on you, Brunk. And I guess them as well. Is it you choose? Each creature on a point... Centered on a point you choose. They all have to make the save. So hold on, let's do this as a group save. Don't roll just yet. This is a wisdom save. DC is 16. Lothraxis is going to use his one legendary resistance for the day and succeed on that instead. Both of the berserkers. You feel that kind of like the same kind of thing, like dissonant whispers in your ears, that you just kind of like shake off, Brunk. I think it's like, maybe for you it's like manifestations of like actual like little things, just like you have your little dude on your shoulder. It's like little things that like start appearing on your shoulder trying to whisper at you, and your little Brunk goes, no! And just kind of like sweeps his hands and waves them away. This thing can be seen in the initiative now. It's going to go for another stab. It has a friend nearby, so it gets the advantage. It's going to hit. For 8, and it gets its sneak attack damage. It's 18. Yeah, Rosalia is not doing good by herself over here. Nerissa, you are also like you took that last hit hard, and you're starting to feel it. You're getting dizzy.
Yeah. I'm going to like shotgun a greater potion of healing. Uh,
Yeah, slam that sucker back.
Ball of health.
Yep. What else you doing?
And then.
And then.
And then. I want to use my new toy. So I'm going to use my blink dagger. And I'm just trying to see how far I can throw it.
I think it's 30.
I can do 30 feet. Okay.
So hold on. You can throw. The round you throw the dagger, you may use a bonus action to expend a charge to teleport to it. So you can throw it as an attack, and your range for that is 20 or 60 with disadvantage.
All right. So. I'm going to zoop over here towards Rosalia
Okay.
to try and help her. And I'm going to throw my blink dagger at the uninhabitable Shia'spora.
The Berserker.
And yeah, sorry. And I'm going to like it says it's enchanted with deadly intent. So can I intend for it to find like the softest spot on this guy? Because I saw how the other guy reacted to like Lithraxis and like the Riptide blade. Uh and so I want to try to aim for like a similar soft area and try to like just go basically straight for the jugular and see if I can just like
Yeah.
get him right where it would be the most.
Roll an attack.
That's my intent.
Oh, you should definitely attune yourself to it. There we go.
Wait, do I have to do something
You're good.
first? I'm okay.
I'm afraid a Tenton does not hit.
No, dang.
You can still use the bonus action to teleport to your dagger.
Can I do the other bonus action where I just recall the dagger?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
You just recall it back to your hand.
Yeah. Gonna go full Mjolnir on it.
It's honestly probably one of my favorite magic weapons to have in D&D.
I'm very excited about it.
It's fun. It gives people a little more movement and like stuff to do, but it's a fun weapon. Has been in literally every one of my campaigns now. Unobserved is confused. I need to roll a d10. What was 1? Creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Brunk, would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Sure.
It does not hit. But it
Who
just
am I swinging at?
the
Unobserved?
unobserved one? Yeah, because it just like in this like puff of confusion that it's under right now, just like looks at you, goes, huh? And like
It runs away.
walks away from you.
Okay, that's fine.
And it is
All right.
it's your turn.
Okay. Well, then I will focus on the guy that's still in front of me. Ugh.
That's
19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the 1. That's fine.
You're wearing it down, but these things are fucking built tough. But you can see like visible wounds. It is bleeding now.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfair. Oh, it's confused. Just confused. Roll a d10. That's not what I wanted. 9. I believe it gets to move normally on a 9 or 10. Confusion. 9 or 10. Can move and act normally. It's gonna try and bite you.
Does that guy still have the acid?
Oh my god, yes, he does have the acid. Hold on, let me roll that 2d4. Takes an additional 5 acid damage. As the acid is also eating away at his skin, yes. And 17 does not hit the Brunk, so it tries to, like, bite into you and, like, just can't pierce through your armor. Jesus.
I'm gonna try to cast Shatter and hit both the Crumply Creeper and the Inhabitable Berserker. I'm not sure if I can hit both, but I'm going to try.
Hell yeah.
Does that hit Rosalia if I put it here?
Nope.
Perfect.
DC 15. Oh, I gotta do it for both of them. They both make the save, so it'll be half damage. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, not 21. Should have been 10. There we go.
I'm
As,
gonna
like-
fly just 10 feet.
Like,
Sorry?
so I was gonna say, it's like the earth like cracks underneath them.
Awesome. I'm just gonna fly a bit higher and end my turn. I'm just gonna go up to about 55 feet.
Okay. Just flying higher and higher.
I want to stay out of it.
This thing's gonna take another bite on Rosalia. And doesn't get through her armor this time. Lothraxis is going to fire off another firebolt at the other druid. And hit. For 8. And it drops concentration on its confusion. Which it was going to do on its turn anyway, but that just saved it time. Rosalia is going to disengage and kind of start running back. Trying to get closer to other people. And I think as a bonus action, she's going to use another healing word on herself. Brunk. Just misses you. Another creeper appears behind you. This one looking a little bit more familiar as it goes, oh, weak. That's Silent Craig. Trying to take a swing on you, but that's his whole turn. Oh, sorry. Lyric should have been with you. She should be in the initiative. I don't know why she's not.
Oh. Silent Craig, huh?
Yeah, Silent Craig like tried to like come up behind you and like kind of jab you in the ribs, but all he just hit was armor. And Scorching. Scorching is going to... it's going to try and go for a hold person on you, Brunk. You feel as like this like invisible hand almost like reaches around you, and you feel the squeeze for a moment before you like flex and like just pop it. The wisdom of gains. And coming back up to the top of the order, that's where we're going to end for tonight. When we come back next week, we'll pick it right back up where we left off, right in the shit, as you continue to fight off this ambush of warriors, apparently led by Silent Craig. I'll be uploading this on the YouTubes. Anybody who's watching, watch this shit. Oops All Bards is on tomorrow. Watch that too, because it's also a fun campaign. And if you've watched up to the point where you're all caught up, then go watch all of the other stuff that's on the channel, because I got like 250 something videos uploaded. So, but that's it. Yeah, thanks everybody who tuned in. Love every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night.